Welcome to online classes, students. So we are going to start our chapter, which is we are going on the world which we share with our plants and animals, right? The movements of plant and animal. I share my world with them. So let's do some hard words today. You can see here, student. First one is hatch. To come out, egg. This word is using for the the birds, those words which are come to as egg and become as a birth as bird, right? Now imitate, to copy the behavior of something. That especially we can see in the small babies and child, right? And the third one is inhabited, to live in a place. Melodious, which means a pleasant sound. Okay. Navigate, to move on a particular direction. Nook, small quiet place. Then come to seventh one is diarrhea, which means illness. Illness from which kind of thing? The lack of the water inside our body, right? That is diarrhea. Plague, infectious diseases, just like corona, right? Particular, which means special thing, a particular thing. Okay. And come to the last one, which is stagnant. Stagnant, which means still. Okay. So you can see I have given 10 hard words to you, and yes, their meanings also, so you can learn them, right? What the meaning of these words. These words are highlighted in your book also, so that's why I have taken here. And yes, the meaning I have also given to you to learn it, right, students? Let's do the last. Next one is the fill in the blanks. Okay, horses, cows, and camels move with the help of dash. Birds and fish use their tails to move in a particular dash. So let's do, students. So students, you can see Phillips, right? Now come on, first one. Horses, cows, and camels move with the help of dash, hooves. Now you can see the horses, camels having hard legs, right? They having hard feet like humans, but they call as the our leg known as feet, right? But they move on as hooves, right? So you can see birds and fish use their tails to move in a particular dash. They can move by their tail, right? The fishes and some birds can move with the help of their tails, right? Tail feathers, by their fish tail in a particular dash. In which thing? To a direction, right? In a particular direction. So our second fill up is direction. So come to third one. Humming birds drink dash. What they drink? They drink nectar, right? We can see the third one is nectar. Now come to third one. Dash feathers keep birds warm. Which kind of feathers keep them warm? The down feathers. So you can see in your book that 3 kinds of feathers the birds have, right? So the down feathers are one of them. Down feathers keep the birds warm. Come to the last one, last fill up. Which one is? Insects have decks, legs, and 2 antennae. So you can see they having a 6 legs and 2 antennae, right? So this one, first one is hooves, second direction, third nectar, fourth is down, and the fifth one is 6 and 2. So we have done our fill-ups today, right? Let's do the other thing, which is our question and answers of this chapter. Okay? As the same as the words, hard words and fill-ups, I will write the question answers here also. Please listen very carefully, because question answers are very compulsory for you to learn everything from the book, right? Hope you got everything from your book. Let's do our question answers. Welcome to online classes, students. Now this is the second part, which we are going to do our question answers, right? As we have done our hard words and yes, fill up also. So now you can see we are going to start our 2 questions. Which one is? First one, how do animals move? How do we move? Right? We are human beings. How do we move? We move from our 2 legs, right? So as a simple, how the animals move? They move from the four legs, but they having different kinds of legs. Some are having paws. They walk slowly, as you can see. Lions, cat are examples are given in our book, right? The second ones, they having hooves, which like horses, like cows, they having hooves, but they having four legs, right? So we can simply write here, the animals can move with the help of four legs, right? Okay, the animals can move with the help of four legs. This one is our first answer. Come to the second question. Now, what is the second question? Name the three different types of feathers. Now come, this question is based on the bird's feathers, right? We have to give the answers about the feathers, three different kinds of feathers and their functions, right? So let's start the function. As you can see the following, how they are moving, right? How the animals are moving, the moving by the four legs. Now, how the birds are moving? Birds are moving with their wings, and wings made of feathers. And the three kinds of feathers are given to us, right? There are three kinds of feather following, right? The first one is body feathers, right? Which cover the whole body of the bird. That is body feather. We can see these feathers cover most of the body of the bird and protect them from rain, cold and heat. As we having our skin, right? As we learned from the previous chapters, as the human being having their muscle skin all over covered with all over the body. Why? They protect us from the rain, heat and other things, right? They protect us from these things. As I say, what the feathers do, like body feather do, they do protect them from the rain, cold and heat. Yes, come to the second one. Which one is flight feathers? You can see the name of flight, which means that is a little bit, not as heavy then, but they are used to fly, right? These kind of birds, those who having their flight feathers, they use them for the fly and navigate while flying. Navigate, which means to use their tails and use their tails, feathers move in a particular direction, right? So this one is flight feathers. Okay. Now come to third one. Which one is down feathers, which we have learned from our Phillips also. Yes, one of the Phillips is from the down feathers. So let's learn it. What is down feather? Down feathers. These feathers are soft, small and fluffy. What kind of down feathers are? They are soft, fluffy and small, and these kept them warm. For those like cook and these kind of birds, these kind of feathers make them warm, right? So students, these are the three types of feathers we have, right? We have in our book for the birds, right? Body feathers, flight feathers and down feathers. So you can see how they having some having the the more feathers, they cover the body. Some used to fly, some to navigate, and some are used to make them warm, right? So this one is our third one, right? Second question, and three types of their functions of feather. So let's do the other question, which is, we can see from our book, page number 72, the third one. What is the difference between bird calls and bird songs? We can learn it from the book, right? We will do it. So students, third question is about differentiate between the bird songs and bird calls, right? So we are going to differentiate about the bird calls and bird songs, right? So let's know about what they are. Okay, birds communicate with the others, right, by using bird calls and songs, right? So we can see the birds, why they are using the calls and songs, they are using these for communicating with others, right? Those who are living with them in their forest or in their territories. Okay, you can see here what is bird calls and the songs, right? First one, we are going to differentiate between them, that these calls are less rhythmic and short, which means they are just a call, a short period of calling or sound. And the second, we can say differentiate with the the bird songs which are more rhythmic and longer than calls, which means you can see a sound is shorter than which known as call, and they having a long call, which means a long sound which known as song. So we have differentiate between the birds, songs and calls. Okay. The second, what the difference between them? They use the call for the alert, which means the birds calls are used for the alert to others, right? That's why they are calling, because they are shorter in time. And when we come to bird songs, they use their songs when they defending their territories, right? They are as like soldiers are doing right, to defend their territories. They also having some kinds of birds, those who having their better sound or louder sound, they using their bird songs to defend their territory, right? So by this question you know the difference between the bird calls and bird songs. Hope you learn from this answer. Okay, let's do the fourth question, which is list any 3 common features. We have to recognize about the features in insects, right? So let's do that. So now students, we having our third question, right? Which means we have to know about features of insects. So there are 3 features we have been following. Okay, they have 6 legs and 2 endings. Their body divided into 3 parts. Okay, and they hatch from eggs. But let's describe with the picture. We can see I have made, I know I have some no having trying skills like you, but you can see I have made some one insect for you. This one is known as head, right? The upper section we can see as a human body we having brain, right? We having brain and head. This one is known upper part of our body. As same the insect, the upper part of the insect known as head, right? Now come to the middle part, which means the part which is connected with their legs, right? With their wings. So these are thorax, known as thorax. And the last part of, which means the below part of the insect, known as abdomen, just like a human body. They having their lower parts known as abdomen. So you can see there are when the body divided into 3 parts, they having head, thorax and abdomen. Okay. 6 with the 6 legs and with 2 ending. This one is known as ending, right? Let's third one, which means they hatch from the eggs. They don't reproduce as the babies just like a human being. They having as egg. When they having as egg, we know as they hatch from eggs, right? So these are the common feature between every insect. Okay, let's come to the fourth one. Okay, this one is the fourth one. Come to the fifth one. What danger do mosquitoes and houseflies pose to our health? If you remember in our previous readings, right, in our previous chapters, pages, we learn about these kind of flies and mosquitoes, how they are harmful for us, and what kind of diseases they are, spreading in the world. The one of kind of diarrhea. Some of plagues, yes, dengue, and these harmful diseases come from only by mosquitoes and these kind of houseflies. So let's learn by these some kind of harmful things, right, which is harmful for our health, with the question and answers. Okay students, let's do our fifth question, which is what danger do mosquitoes and houseflies pose to our health? Now we are going to learn what they are and how they become danger for our health. Okay, how they become. Mosquitoes and houseflies are pose danger to our health because when they bite, when they bite our human skin. Okay, they cause us diseases like dengue, malaria, diarrhea, and typhoid. As they pick up germ from the dirty places. That's why we always learn about it, that please make your surrounding clean, neat and clean, make it green. Why so? Because these kind of mosquitoes and houseflies make harmful, these are harmful for our health, right? So you know these kind of diseases, dengue, malaria, diarrhea, typhoid, these kind of diseases, they only mostly come from the mosquitoes and houseflies. So always remembers that when these kind of thing happen in your surrounding, that means you having dirty places around you, and when you have a neat and clean surrounding, you don't have to worry about these kind of diseases. Okay. So mosquitoes and houseflies use ranges to our help, because when they bite causes diseases like dengue, malaria, diarrhea, typhoid, as they pick up germs from the dirty places. Okay student, this one is our fifth question, which means the end of our chapter. What we learned today, we learn about the hard words, then we learn about fill in the blanks, and yes, the 5 questions which are very important, students. Okay. But in the assessment 2, how the questions will come? The questions will come in the same manners, in the MCQ manner. The 25 questions will come, okay, with the 2 chapters at Unit 1 and Unit 2. Unit 1, which means in August, Assessment 1, Unit 1. And the second one come into the September. 25 questions and MCQ multiple choice. You having a 1 question and 4 answers. And you have to take the correct one, right? If you correct the correct one, you will get the marks. Okay. So that's all for today. We complete our chapter. Okay. I shared my word with them. Thank you, students.